What happens when you employ a team of experts to advise you and then you decide to completely ignore them? Would you take that shiny BMW you've just bought, drive it round the back of the house and start attacking it with screwdrivers because you know what you're doing, you don't need to pay to service it at the dealership? Most people wouldn't, but there's always an exception. Well, in this case, a client of mine found that their antivirus subscription was up for renewal, as I'd quoted. However, he'd been playing squash that night with a chum of his down at the squash club. And that chum of his told him, antivirus software is just a scam. Just make sure you don't click on the dodgy attachment in an email and you'll never need to worry about that. There's an element of truth if you're really careful, but there are other areas where antivirus software adds protection to your system. And even if he is extra careful, what about every member of his team that works for him as well? £3,500 later, after the system did get hacked following one of those dodgy emails, refer to a previous video, we managed to wipe the system and put it back. And yes, you would guess, he had an antivirus subscription renewal applied as well. Next time, when you're listening to someone who is a self-confessed expert at something in IT, do remember the people that you pay to provide you expert advice.
Hello.
We do know what we're talking about. We advise you in the best way to keep your systems, your data, and your money safe. So who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.